Yo guys, welcome back to Cryptoria. Today I'm going to be covering Ethereum, but before I do, I would appreciate if you like, subscribe and turn on bell notifications so you know when I upload. And with that being said, let's get into this video. So what is going in terms of cryptocurrencies at the moment? Is it a dip? Is it a bearish market? I will be covering that later on this video. So you can see here, I am on Ethereum, ranked currently number 2. It is just down over 2.3%, edging towards that 3% level, just circling over that $3,000 mark. Current market cap is down, you can see here as well, over that 366 billion. Going over the chart very briefly, jumping onto the weekly time frame, you can see here, it was circulating near that 4,000 level over there. And ever since then, it did a massive dip all the way down to around that 2,300 level. In fact, today, before creating that level of support until where it is at the moment. Jumping onto this article, in fact, you can see here, I've picked up this article on time.com. What does this price drop mean for crypto investors? For those who are investing in crypto for long term, using a buy and hold strategy, swings like this are expected. Big dips are nothing to be overly worried about, according to Humphrey Yang, the personal finance expert behind Humphrey Talks, who says he avoids checking on investments during volatile dips, which I think is a good way of actually not even worrying about crypto in general. If you guys are always looking into crypto and looking into why your portfolio is always down, it's always going to worry you and always going to make you panic sell as well. So if you're always holding crypto for the long term, I wouldn't really worry about the dip. If anything, I'll be picking up some more cryptocurrencies along the way. So just another thing is, you can obviously as well, I've been through the 2017 cycle too, Yang says, referencing the crypto crash of 2017 that saw many major cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, lose major value. I know that these are super volatile. Some days it can go down 80%, which is very true. So I wouldn't really be worrying. This is just a quick article I did find, and you can even says here, experts recommend keeping your cryptocurrency investments to under 5% of your portfolio. If you've done that, don't stress about the swings because they're going to keep happening, according to Ben Noble, Chief Technical Analysis at Token Metrics, a cryptocurrency analytics platform. So there's just another sort of thing as well, just to keep your fingers crossed as well. It does look like a bearish market. Jumping onto the chart, you can see here, I will be breaking this down actually, as you can see. So you can see here, it did have that massive spike all the way down here. So if I do mark this out, you can see that it did have that massive bull run all the way to near that 5,000 level. But ever since then, you can see these candles over here, it's been very bearish. You can see here, it's pretty much nearly crossed this candle off and this candle off as well, and it did touch into this support level over here as well. So if I mark out that support level, you can see that over here, it did pretty much wick into it today. In fact, it did go all the way down to 2,900 level. So it does look like it has a massive correction. Even checking down here, you can see here that correction was nearly 40% correction. So there is that potential to go down here towards these supports over here around that 50% retracement. But as I said, guys, don't worry too much about this. This is bound to happen, especially with all these bulls happening all the way here ever since the start of last year. You can see here has been very bullish. This was expected to have a nice, clean retracement back down before creating a nice level of strong supports and going back up. So in terms of clean analysis, what I want to do is actually break it down completely for you. So there is that nice level of resistance, as I did mention, all the way down here. So just be aware of that as well. So that resistance level was already formed over here. If I just remove this and show you over here, so that resistance level was formed around here. Going down again, you can see here there was that strong level of support being formed here / resistance around here. So resistance turned into that support and it did tap in. So what I see happening, if that does break, if this month ends like this and it actually closes below, I see a further dip down towards around here 2,300 level. If that does happen and if this breaks, I do unfortunately see a bit more further dip down here, just because you can see all these clean candles down here. There is that further dip to be happen. So if that does happen, this could be another scenario like this down here. But obviously if it does stay above creating a nice level of strong support, I do see a nice push back up towards the all-time high going towards the end of the year. So that is what I'm thinking in terms of the long term. Jumping even onto weekly, you can see here clearly, guys, what is actually happening on. There was that massive bull run recently, end of last year. You can see that all the way down here, and ever since then, when it was that all-time high, has been breaking this level of support all the way here. You can see here support was broken here, support was broken here, and it does look like if this week ends on the support being broken around here, which does look very likely at the moment. I do see a further drop down to at least this resistance level around here, around 2,700, and potentially down to this levels around here as well, so around that 2,300, between 2,200. So if that does happen, you are pretty much in a bearish market. But as I did say, guys, if you're holding this for the long term, please don't worry about your portfolio, especially if you're going to look back at your portfolio in like 5-10 years. You'll be very pleased at where Ethereum would be as well. So that's just another look into it as well. Jumping onto the daily time frame, you can really see clearly what's exactly happening. So you can see the patterns being formed over here. You can see that. You can see all these patterns being formed here, and as you can see here now, it does look like it's reversing these patterns where it is doing right now. So you can see what it's doing right now. So this is pretty much the scenario which I think is going to be happening right now, like this. Or what it might do is completely turn bullish and completely go back up towards these highs like that. So these are pretty much the exact scenarios you want to be looking out for, especially with what is happening right now with Ethereum. So this is what I'm thinking in terms of the long term and the short term. So I just wanted to, update you guys, especially what is happening right now. A lot of people are probably panic selling, especially when you can see a lot of all these bearish candles. A lot of people will be panic selling, but guys, as I said, if it is a long-term portfolio, please do not worry about this dip. Especially, it does look a bit scary at the moment, but looking back at it 5-10 years, you do not need to worry about this at all. So guys, I'm gonna wrap the video up here. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on bell notifications so you know when I upload. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next video.